Hi, my loves. How are you? Thank you for spending time with me again. I'm so excited. Yes, I've been chewing gum all day because that's what I do. Um, anyways, I am doing this off my phone now because I have it all up on the computer. I don't know where this word came from, but it's up on the computer. I'm trying to remember where it came from, but it leads to what I was saying, right? Earlier, I just was talking about a pyramid, how you talk about God and there's different levels. You want to see something crazy? That's why I figured out my word too. My word is not accountability, it is productivity. Apparently, YouTube's taking my time. I love doing it, but I feel like instead of recording the screen records, I should just go about reading the Bible and talking to you guys about my experience and I guess go back to what it was. I don't think I've ever not read the devotional or I shared a devotional. I think there was a couple times that I didn't, but I feel like that's where it's lacking. Why I can't seem to focus on this. It just takes up a lot of time to get the devotional, the King James Version, the NLT version, and then my, reading. So I'd rather just continue. I don't know how to structure if I do it one at a time, do a couple at a time, get through a couple chapters, or just finish off Genesis for our Spotify listeners, or where I have to YouTube, you can keep adding as you make a playlist and just keep adding. But my Spotify listeners, if there is any, it makes it a little bit harder, so I have to figure out how I'm going to structure that. But I want to just go ahead and read the Bible because even though the devotionals are helpful, I'd rather you take that time to do that on your own, the YouVersion Bible app or any Bible app. I just choose the YouVersion because that's God, that's how God talked to me. Actually, speaking of, the Metro PCS guy was the one who gave me the YouVersion Bible app and showed me which one to read, which one not to read, and how to get it to translate and whatnot. So that is why I use the YouVersion Bible app. It just was what was given to me. As well as, like I said, was given to me, last year, I believe, through the Hillcrest Church, which I have no remorse, no nothing. I just don't feel like I belong there. That wasn't where God had planned me, to be. So I have a few words up. We'll go over the words. And like I said, about the joy. I did find the verse about Psalms 30 is Psalms 30 verse 5, but it's the whole, but it's the whole thing. So we have Psalms 30, a Psalm of David, is a song dedicated of the temple. So I will exalt you, Lord, for you rescued me. You refused to let my enemies triumph over me. O Lord, my God, I cried to you for help, and you restored my health. You brought me up from the grave. Hebrew for Sheol. And look, Hebrew in Sheol. Why do you think they said the grave? Sheol, Sheol, and grave. Why do you think that is? Oh Lord, you keep me from falling into the pit of death. I've been learning and listening a lot about that. Like I said, my whole logo thing, it might sound crazy or whatever, but we're born, we live, we die. We born, we live, we die. It's just a cycle of life. But Jesus has brought us back from the grave with him. Jesus brought us back from the grave with him. So when we die, our souls live on forever. And that's what, like I said, that's just what it's the silly little coincidences. I don't like saying that, but it's the silly little things that there's too much, too whatever. I don't know. It's talks to me, if it's God's will, the whole prayer Jesus said was, if it's God's will, let it be done. If it's not, And, I don't want to get too deep into it right now. I'm trying to get into this and get through this chapter, but read the book of Job. Read the book of Job, how God transforms somebody's hurt to something good. Or Joseph, right? The story of Joseph, sorry. It's the story of Joseph. How, yeah. And Job. But anyways, brought me from the pit of death. I haven't even got to where I wanted yet. So sing to the Lord, all your godly ones. Praise his holy name. Sing. It doesn't say you have to be beautiful. So for his anger lasts only a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping. 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 May last through the night, but joy comes with the morning. Morning. When I was prosperous, I said, nothing can stop me now. Your favor, O Lord, made me as secure as a mountain. Then you turned away from me, and I was shattered. I cried out to you, O Lord. I begged the Lord for mercy, saying, what will you gain if I die? If I sink into the grave, can my dust praise you? Can I tell of your faithfulness? I write, we live, we breathe, we die. And between, what do we do? Speak of his faithfulness, his gracefulness, his goodness, faithfulness. Hear me, Lord, and have mercy on me. Help me, O Lord. You have turned my mourning, mourning, into joyful dancing. You have taken away my clothes of mourning, mourning, and clothed me with joy. That I might sing praises to you and not be silent. O Lord, my God, I will give you thanks forever. And this is why I'm noticing today, because it's been well over an hour. I've been wanting to do this again, come back with you guys, and just continue to be in God's word on these days, I guess, that I have my my appointment. Sit down and spend time, and then, that's my accountability, but I can't do it if things won't load. So I'm just going to try to do one at a time and see where we're at. But isn't that amazing? Joy comes in the morning. You want to see something else crazy? This was God speaking to me about, like I said, my husband, my love, my life flipped upside down, turned inside out, and now learning how to live a whole new life, a whole new me, a whole new chapter. I heard just a little while ago something about turning the page. Don't be sad, don't stress, just turn the page, let it be. I don't know how to do that, but I'm trying, right? I'm looking, so there's that. And here's the definition. So I wanted to give you the actual definition, as well as the biblical definition. So we have the dictionary definition is
joy.
For joy is a feeling of great pleasure and happiness. A feeling that causes joy, the joys of Manhattan. That is a noun or a plural noun. Joy is a noun, which is, I guess it would be a thing, right? A feeling. It says a thing that causes joy. So verb literacy is joy, joys, joys. Comes from rejoice. Joy is rejoicing. And the biblical definition, biblical joy is a feeling of happiness or gladness that comes within because of who Jesus is and what he has done. Joy does not dependent on external circumstances, but an inner contentment and satisfaction that comes from knowing, experiencing, and trusting Jesus. Joy is a gift of the Holy Spirit as a result of abiding in God's presence and hope in his word. Joy covers a wide range of human experiences, from love and marriage to birth and harvest to victory and wine. Right, isn't that crazy? That's beautiful. Joy is the gift of the Holy Spirit as a result of abiding in God's presence and hope in his word. Joy covers a wide range of human experiences. So there's all that on the joy in the Psalms chapter 30. Oops, where am I at? The red stew. Lentil soup. I think we already did that. I was going to show you a picture, but you already know that. But there's one that I want to show you a picture of. I'm not sure where the word came from. Was ecclesiastical. I'm trying to remember where I heard that word. You guys probably know. I don't know if it's on the devotional or where it was. I tried to look it up, but then there was another word that came up. But I'm deciding, hopefully, to just continue to read the Bible, because that's where I need to be, is to tell you my experience. Like I said, show the pictures, show you my life experience. And it's taking a lot of time. YouTube is taking a lot of time. So relating to the Christian church, so we have the word ecclesiastical. I'm not sure where that came from, but we got to listen because it popped up something that I was just talking about. Ecclesiastical is relating to the Christian church or its clergy, the ecclesiastical hierarchy. So what was I just talking about, right? We have clergy is a formal leader with established religions. The roles and functions vary in different religious traditions, but usually involve presiding over specific rituals and teaching their religious doctrines and practices. That's what the clergy is an ordained religious leader who serve as a specific religious community or congregation. They perform pastoral or sacerdotal functions such as presiding over rituals and teaching doctrines and practices. The term clergy can include different orders or ranks such as a bishop, priest, and deacon, depending on the Christian tradition. So clergy, the ecclesiasticals gave us a word clergy to look it up, and then hierarchy. Hierarchy was the one I wanted you guys to look at, because remember what I was just talking about, pyramids, and it says a hierarchy is a system in which the people, in which the people or things are organized into levels according to the authority and importance they have. A hierarchy can be used to describe as a ruling body of clergy, a church government, or a body of persons in authority. A hierarchy can also apply to other domains, such as division of angels, a classification of living organisms, or a structure of data. Look at, I was just talking about this with you guys. I just want to flip the thing. I don't want to stop. How do I? Oh, it won't let me flip it now. All right, so then we'll go like this. See if you can see it. Hold on. we're going to go like this so you guys can see this, because this is crazy. I was just talking about this. You see that? I said about the pyramid and how God is this one, and then there's angels and this, and look at the wording. Where is it? Somewhere over here it says angels. Right here. Isn't that crazy? I was just talking about, oh, now there's a whole bunch. But I was just talking about how the pyramid, right? How God is in the pyramid, and I don't know what this is. Oh, because it, oops. But that's crazy. I think that's crazy. This is how God has been working. You say it, and then it's been popping up or something, you know. That's crazy. I just told you guys about the pyramid, and then I still can't even figure out how ecclesiastical, because we were talking, I was doing something about, or the word came up somehow. I don't know how. That's crazy though. That's crazy. That's crazy because I just said that. So there's that. I just reviewed all of that, and I did want to get through. Oh my God, because we were just talking. This is like the best part of Genesis, is the whole Joseph thing and how they're using it for his good, right? God is using, the brothers went and sold him. Where are we at yet? Oh, I guess we just started. So the brothers, Joseph's dreams, they just sold him, and that's just where we're at right now. He just got sold. So chapter 38 is a little short. It's only 30 verses, so I wanted to spend a little extra minute with you. And like I said, I want to do this for as long as I can on the day that I can. I want to read and get into it, and it's taking a long time to get through Genesis. And like I said, it's just, I think it's the devotionals. I think it's a lot going on. So I just want to focus on one thing. So I hope you guys understand that it's just going to be one thing from now on. And I don't know how short or long they're going to be, but we'll see. So we have Judah and Tamar. About this time, Judah left home and moved to Adullam, where he stayed with a man named Hira. There he saw a Canaanite woman, the daughter of Shua, and he married her. When he slept with her, she became pregnant and gave birth to a son, and he named the boy E-R, get over here. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's bad, but that's just silly. Then she became pregnant again and gave birth to another son, and she named him Onan. And when she gave birth to a third son, she named him Shilah. At the time of Shilah's birth, they were living in Kazib. In the course of time, Judah arranged for his firstborn son, to marry a young woman named Tamar. But was a wicked man in the Lord's sight. Ooh. Ow. So the Lord took his life. Ooh. Then Judah said to brother, Onan, go and marry Tamar. Ow, I'm going to stand up. This is not comfortable. Judah arranged the firstborn son. Oh, sorry. There we go. Oh my God, perfect. Tamar. Then Judah said to Er's brother Onan, "Go to marry Tamar, as our law requires of the brother of a man who has died. You must produce an heir for your brother." So now cousins, uncles, brothers, things. Oh my God. But Onan was not willing to have a child who would not be his own heir. So that would be silly, right? You have an heir for your brother when it's his baby. So whenever he had intercourse with his brother's wife, he spilled his semen on the ground. The first pull out. Sorry, but it's be fruitful and multiply. He's the first one to pull out. And get it on the floor. It said it in the Bible. That was not me. Not me. It said it. There. He pulled out. But Onan was not willing to have a child. This prevented her from having a child who would belong to his brother, which is weird, right? But the Lord considered it evil for Onan to deny a child to his dead brother. Ooh, so the Lord took Onan's life too. Oh, look at the cat. Then Judah said to Tamar, his daughter-in-law, "Go back to your parents' home and remain a widow until my son Shelah is old enough to marry you." But Judah didn't really intend to do this because he was afraid Shalom would also die like his two brothers. So Tamar went back to live with her father's home. Some years later, Judah's wife died. After the time of mourning was over, Judah and his friend Hira and Adulamite went up to Timnah to supervise the shearing of his sheep. To supervise the shearing of his sheep, to watch them cut the hair of the sheep. Someone told Tamar, "Look, your father-in-law is going up to Timnah to shear his sheep." Tamar was aware that Shelah had grown up, but no arrangement had been made for her to come and marry him. So she changed out of her widow's clothing and covered herself with a veil to disguise herself. Then she sat beside the road at the entrance to the village of Enam, which is on the road to Timnah. Judah noticed her and thought she was a prostitute. Ooh. Since she had covered her face. Well, that was silly, right? Since she covered her face, but what do prostitutes do here? I don't know, right? It didn't say she was naked and covered her face. It said that she just was wearing a veil, and it said she was a prostitute. So he stopped and propositioned, sorry. No, get down. Propositioned her. "Let me have sex with you," he said, not realizing that she was his own daughter-in-law. "How much will you pay to have sex with me?" Tamar asked. "I'll send you a young goat from my flock," Judah promised. "But what will you give me in a guarantee that you will send me the goat?" she asked. "What kind of guarantee do you want?" he replied. She answered, "Leave me your identification seal and its cord and the walking stick you are carrying." So Judah gave them to her. So Judah gave them to her. Then he had intercourse with her, and she became pregnant. Ooh. Afterwards, she went back home, took off her veil, and put on her widow's clothing as usual. Later, Judah asked his friend Hira to the Adullamite to take the young goat to the woman to pick up the things he had given her as a guarantee. But Aaron couldn't find her. So he asked the men who lived there, Where can I find the shrine prostitute who is sitting beside the road at the entrance of Enam? We never had a shrine prostitute here, they replied. So Haran returned to Judah and told him, I couldn't find her anywhere, and the men of the village claimed there had never been a shrine prostitute there. Then let her keep the things I gave her, Judah said. I sent the young goat as we agreed, but you couldn't find her? We'd be laughing stock of the village if we went back again to look for her. About 3 months later, Judah was told, Tamar, your daughter-in-law, has acted like a prostitute. And now, because this, she's pregnant. See what I mean? This says it right there, too. They're calling anybody who sleeps with random people a prostitute. So nowadays, it's okay because, it's okay. But all she had to do was wear a veil and sleep with somebody, and she's a prostitute. And everybody knows everybody's business. That's one thing I don't like about this neighborhood thing. The houses are too close and everybody's all up in everybody's business, and it drives me insane because I don't want to know their bathroom issues. Like, I don't want to know. There's certain things people just shouldn't hear. I just promise you. Oh my God, if you only knew. Oh. So, she acted like a prostitute, and because of this, she's pregnant. Bring her out and let her be burned, Judah demanded. But as they were taking her out to kill her, she sent this message to her father-in-law. So she's already 3 months pregnant now, right? That's about when you find out, right? How did they know that she was pregnant? I'm sure she could have hid it a little bit better. I don't know. The men she sent a message to the father-in-law. The man who owns this thing made me pregnant. Look closely. Whose seal and cord and walking stick are these? Judah recognized them immediately and said, she is more righteous than I am because I didn't arrange for her to marry my son Shelam. And Judah never slept with Tamar again. When the time came for Tamar to give birth, it was discovered that she was carrying twins. Oh my gosh. While she was in labor, one of the babies, reached out his hand. The midwife grabbed it and tied a scarlet string around the child's wrist, announcing this one came out first. But it was his hand. His hand came out first. What? That's a breech baby, right? That's breech. You're not supposed to have a baby hand come out first. But then he pulled his hand back and came out his brother. What? The midwife exclaimed. How did you break out first? So she named him Perez. Perez means breaking out. What? Then the baby with the scarlet string on his wrist was born, and he was named Zerah. Zerah means scarlet or brightness. Yay. So now we're at Joseph and Potiphar's house. Joseph put in prison. Like I said, I just want to keep going. So this was our chapter 38. Yay. I love you guys. Thank you for spending time with me. We'll be back here for chapter 39 shortly. Love you. Mwah.